Have you ever felt like you're clinging to a relationship that no longer brings peace, or to a situation that has become a source of stress? In life, we often find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of deep connections, whether it's love, friendship, or professional relationships. These relationships are not just a part of our lives, they form the core of our personality and identity. But when faced with the pain of separation, can we find the strength to loosen our grip, to let go gently, and to move forward? The answer lies in the philosophy of self-discipline, an ancient doctrine where true liberation comes from acceptance and letting go. Today, we will explore how to let go of people and situations that no longer serve our spiritual journey. Let's learn how to face the pain, accept the truth, and move forward with an open heart and a peaceful soul. This is not a solitary journey for anyone. It is a path that each of us can learn from, share, and grow. But before we begin, I want to challenge you. Watch this entire video and don't miss any important lessons. And after watching, leave a comment below sharing about a relationship or situation you have let go of, or a positive change you have made in your life. Together, we can build a strong community where everyone can support and encourage each other on the journey to find peace and liberation. Number 1, connection. When it comes to letting go of people and situations, reconnecting with oneself and one's core values is essential. In Stoic philosophy, this involves not just self-reflection, but also engaging in dialogue with trusted individuals. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This emphasizes that our harmony and happiness stem from how we adjust and understand the relationships in our lives. First, the importance of dialoguing with a trusted person cannot be overlooked. When you share your thoughts and feelings with an understanding friend, you not only find comfort but also mirror back aspects that you may have missed. This reflection through communication helps you recognize negative or ineffective thought patterns you may have fallen into. Furthermore, this extended sharing not only helps alleviate mental burdens, but also opens up space for healing and deeper self-understanding. When choosing a trustworthy person to share with, pay attention to their readiness to listen and their ability to provide constructive feedback. This is essential in building a mutually supportive relationship. Moreover, the strength of the community also plays an indispensable role. When we share and support each other within a community, we not only build trust but also enhance the human aspect of our relationships. This connection helps us realize that everyone is facing their own challenges, and this empathy can be a powerful motivator to help us overcome difficulties. Have you ever felt that you were carrying a burden without knowing how to solve it? Do you believe that truly connecting with others can help you see issues differently? Reflect on the relationships you have and see if you are in a supportive environment. Let us seek understanding and readiness to share in order to build a stronger community. For as Seneca once said, "If virtue is a living thing, then virtue itself possesses virtue." Number 2, Stoicism. Learning how to let go of people and situations that no longer serve us is an important lesson of Stoic philosophy. The strength of Stoicism lies not only in accepting objective reality, but also in the ability to perceive and control what is within our power. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This emphasizes the power of attitude and mindset in facing difficult situations. When we cannot change the circumstances, we still have the ability to change how we perceive and react to them. For example, in a challenging relationship, instead of trying to change the other person, something beyond our control, Stoicism advises us to focus on controlling our reactions and emotions. By doing so, we not only protect our inner peace, but also open doors for personal growth. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us about the importance of practicing indifference to the impermanent. This means we learn not to place our emotions in things beyond our control. To control what cannot be controlled, we can truly experience freedom and peace. The teachings of Stoicism not only help us overcome difficulties, but also guide us to find deep meaning in life. Have you ever felt stuck in a difficult situation and didn't know how to get out? Reflect on whether applying Stoic philosophy could help you find a way out. From the teachings of Stoic philosophy, we understand that learning to let go is not simply about giving up, but rather a journey of freeing ourselves from unnecessary burdens, creating space for peace and happiness. When we let go of our obsession with the uncontrollable, we not only find freedom, but also become able to appreciate and cherish the blessings that life brings. Humans must always face the constant changes of life. But deep down, the flexibility of the soul is the most reliable support. As the world around us seems to shift continuously, we learn to be as flexible as water, always finding new paths without losing our identity. Number 3. The promotion of flexibility. Have you ever wondered why, in difficult moments, some people can continue to move forward calmly while others fall and cannot get up? In Stoic philosophy, the key lies in mental flexibility, not only a valuable quality but also the door to resilience and freedom from life's constraints. This is particularly important when we need to learn to let go of people and situations that no longer serve our happiness or personal growth. The flexibility mentioned in Stoicism is not just the ability to adapt to external changes, but also the resilience in how we perceive and respond to the world around us. Let's consider a specific situation. When a long-lasting friendship suddenly ends, instead of drowning in sadness, a follower of Stoic philosophy would try to view the problem from a different angle. They understand that in this universe, everything is constantly changing, and no one can hold someone with them forever. This awareness not only helps them alleviate pain but also frees them from the burden of the past. By accepting this change, they open space in their hearts to welcome new relationships and richer experiences that are more suitable for their current life stage. This is not only a step forward in their personal journey but also a demonstration of the power of acceptance and adaptation, core principles of Stoic philosophy that help us not only overcome loss but also grow stronger from it. Practicing mental flexibility is about learning how we let go, not only of old people and situations, but also of outdated expectations and notions. Through this, we find not only peace, but also the strength to move firmly on our journey, embracing life with an open and free spirit. Join the conversation in our comments section. Have you ever used mental flexibility to overcome a challenge or loss? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire others who are trying to let go and find mental freedom. Number 4. Separation. Mental and emotional detachment from people or situations that no longer serve our well-being is seen as a crucial step in the journey toward inner peace. This not only reduces our emotional burden but also paves the way for deeper personal growth. According to Stoic philosophy, we are not disturbed by external events, but by the way we judge those events. When you realize that you cannot control others and the situations around you, you begin to appreciate the value of detaching yourself from negative influences. Detachment does not mean becoming insensitive or severing all ties. Instead, it involves recognizing and accepting that some relationships or circumstances no longer fit your personal development path. This process requires the courage to acknowledge and accept the necessary changes, and sometimes that means letting go of things that once mattered to you. A specific example of this is the story of Marcus Aurelius, who wrote in his Meditations about maintaining tranquility amid the constant upheavals of life. For him, detaching from people or situations that no longer served his personal good was not just a defensive act, but a strategic decision to protect and nurture his inner calm. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that detachment does not mean ruthlessly or insensitively cutting off relationships, but is a wise choice to minimize negative influences and enhance one's quality of life. He believed that each individual is responsible for their own peace, and sometimes this requires taking strong measures to stay away from elements that disturb the mind. Thus, Marcus Aurelius not only teaches us about resilience but also about the importance of prioritizing self-worth through actively eliminating what no longer serves personal growth. Detachment in this sense is not just a defensive mechanism but also an act that creates the necessary space for reflection and self-renewal. By removing negative impacts that no longer serve your development, you open the door to new possibilities and a better life. We often focus on training the mind and building mental resilience. However, physical health is also an integral part of the journey towards peace and happiness. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Thus, nurturing the body is not only an act of self-care, but also a part of our responsibility to ourselves and our community. Number 5. Nourish your body. Nurturing the body is not just about eating healthily, but also includes regular and intentional exercise. For instance, practicing yoga offers benefits not only physically, but also mentally. As we perform yoga poses, our bodies gradually become more flexible, gain strength, and improve balance. This not only benefits our physical health, but also helps us develop better concentration and self-awareness. Yoga particularly emphasizes the importance of proper breathing, a technique that can help slow the heartbeat, reduce stress, and create a sense of peace and stillness in the mind. When the mind is freed from daily worries and stress, it becomes clearer and better able to process thoughts and emotions positively. This is immensely beneficial, especially when facing challenges in relationships or difficult situations. Having a healthy body support the mind helps us maintain calm and control our emotions, preventing the outbreak of negative reactions. Thus, yoga is not just a form of physical exercise. It is also a method of psychological therapy that strengthens both mental and physical resilience, creating a surprising harmony between body and mind. This holistic approach is key to maintaining balance and peace in life, enabling us to respond positively to challenges rather than being overwhelmed by troubles. Self-control, another important aspect of Stoic philosophy, also plays a crucial role in nurturing the body. It involves not just limiting oneself from overeating or laziness, but also a way to train our willpower and patience. The philosopher Epictetus once asserted that self-control is freedom. Freedom from unnecessary desires and pressures that modern life often imposes on us. Finally, the Stoic philosophy's link between mind and body highlights the importance of taking care of oneself, not just physically but also mentally. When the body is well nourished, it supports a healthy mind, helping us face and overcome life's challenges more calmly and confidently. Thank you for joining me halfway through this journey. Your presence is not only a source of moral support, but also motivates us to continue delivering deep lessons from Stoic philosophy. Please leave a like, share this video if you find value in what we share, and don't forget to keep following us. We will move on to the next lesson, Lesson 6. This is a critical stage to detach ourselves from relationships and situations that no longer serve us, opening space for freedom and personal growth. Let's explore and overcome barriers together, finding our true selves. Number 6. Distance. When we maintain a physical distance, we can avoid being drawn into conflict situations or dealing with stressful individuals. For instance, imagine you are working at a company with high pressure and frequent conflicts in work relationships. In such times, maintaining physical distance is crucial to preserve your mental clarity. Instead of being submerged in an atmosphere of stress and conflict, creating a quiet personal space can help you stay refreshed and focus more effectively on your work. This enables you to maintain clear thinking and fosters a positive and productive work environment, helping you and your colleagues overcome challenges strongly. However, it's not just about physical distance, but also about mental distance. We also need to learn how to distance ourselves from our own emotions and thoughts. Practicing objective judgment is an essential part of Stoic philosophy. Instead of letting closeness cloud our perspectives, we should practice objective and unbiased judgment in all situations. When a loved one causes disappointment, creating mental distance can help us see the situation more clearly. For example, imagine working with a colleague who consistently creates problems in your project. Instead of being swept up in emotions or feeling overly embarrassed, maintaining mental distance can help you view the situation objectively. In this way, you can assess situations logically and proactively make the most rational decisions for the progress of the project. A question you might ask yourself is, can I view this issue objectively? Thus, by creating distance, we open opportunities for ourselves to understand every aspect of life more deeply and clearly. This way, we can make decisions that are thoughtful and emotional, uninfluenced by the sway of emotions or circumstances. As a philosopher following the Stoic tradition, I have experienced challenging trials and sweet moments of success. In the toughest times, I realized that respecting and expressing gratitude is the key to unlocking liberation and happiness. Next, embark on the journey to discover the beauty of gratitude. Free yourself from the bonds of the past and create a brighter future. Number 7. Celebrate gratitude. Starting a journey into Stoic philosophy is like crossing a deep, tranquil sea where we discover a peaceful refuge in our minds amidst life's turmoil. Here, in the temple of Stoic philosophy, gratitude shines like a guiding lamp, leading us through challenges and freeing us from the sorrows of the past. Gratitude goes beyond mere politeness. It is a prism through which we view the world, understood with insight and humility. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius praised the virtue of gratitude as a treasure for the soul amid a chaotic life. They understood that clinging to past memories only brings pain, while gratitude, like a gentle breeze, frees us from the burdens of attachment. Imagine a friend going through a tough time after losing a loved one. Initially swept away by a sea of pain and regret, they begin to seek comfort in gratitude from deep within. Instead of dwelling on the past, they choose to focus on the cherished memories and precious moments shared with their loved ones. In doing so, they not only honor the memory of the deceased but also find strength and acceptance in moving forward. This illustrates the tremendous power of gratitude, which not only helps us overcome challenges but also transforms them into opportunities for growth and maturity. In Stoic philosophy, gratitude is not a denial of emotions, but a transcendence of them. It is an acknowledgement of life's fleeting beauty, finding solace in transient moments. Through gratitude, we cultivate patience, liberate ourselves from human attachments and situations, and realize that true happiness lies within ourselves. Thus, as we navigate the complex roads of life and traverse its vast seas, let us celebrate gratitude as a sparkling star guiding us on our journey of liberation. Your views are very valuable to us. What do you think about using Stoic philosophy to foster gratitude, and how can you apply it in your daily life? Please share your thoughts and insights in the comments. 8. Boundaries. Besides the act of letting go, another important aspect of seeking liberation in Stoic philosophy is setting and respecting boundaries. Boundaries not only refer to defining what is mine and not mine, but also how we express self-respect and manage external influences. A Stoic approach to setting boundaries focuses on what is within our control. As Stoic philosophers have taught, we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond and react to them. This means that we can set boundaries with situations and other people by changing how we assess and deal with them. For example, you might encounter a difficult colleague in your daily work environment. They may constantly complain, be uncooperative, and create a tense atmosphere in the team. Instead of spending time and energy trying to change them, Stoic philosophy suggests a different approach. Accept the fact that you cannot control their behavior. Instead, focus on how you react and respond. By applying this principle, you can choose to treat them with calmness and patience, keeping your mind unaffected by negativity and facilitating a more positive work environment. Thus, setting boundaries is not just about separating oneself from others and situations, but also about delving into ourselves to understand and respect what we can control. Through this, we can create an inner space of peace and strength, where we can grow and prosper without being bound by external influences. Number 9. Focus on essential needs. In the modern world, we often get swept up in the race for possession and material success. But Stoic philosophy reminds us that true happiness does not come from external sources, but is the result of being content with oneself and moral development. Stoic philosophers teach us to distinguish between needs and desires, emphasizing the importance of meeting basic needs such as food, shelter, and relationships with friends while disregarding unnecessary desires that often lead to dissatisfaction and unhappiness. By prioritizing needs over desires, we free ourselves from the relentless pursuit of material possessions and external validation, and instead focus on nurturing inner peace and satisfaction. This does not mean rejecting all comforts or ambitions, but approaching them with independent thinking and moderation. As Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, advised, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. A practical way to implement this Stoic principle in our daily lives is to periodically reassess our priorities and simplify our lifestyle. This might include decluttering our living space, cutting unnecessary expenses, or re-evaluating our relationships to ensure they align with our values and contribute to our overall growth. Essentially, prioritizing needs over desires allows us to live in accordance with Stoic principles, fostering internal peace and resilience in the challenging environment of life. It encourages us to focus on what truly matters, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. How do you differentiate between needs and desires in your everyday life? Let us know your answer in the comments below so we can learn together. Number 10. Reflection. In the face of life's challenges, we often find ourselves tested and placed in difficult situations. When confronted with people or situations that make us feel uncomfortable or out of control, self-reflection becomes extremely important.